around, everyone. How's everything going in this Taurus season? Happy Taurus season to all the Tauruses out there. Adults, babies, and ones that are about to be born and already was born, right, in Taurus? Shout out to all of y'all. So, let's switch it up a little bit. This is going to be an advice card. So, just ask a question. Yep, look at the screen. Ask a question. What do you want to know? This is going to be your advice. It's going to go by zodiac. So, I am going to do sun, moon, and ascendant. So, it might be an Aries sun, but you might be a Taurus moon, and you might be like a Leo ascendant. I'm just putting stuff out there. So, which means you might need to watch 3 different zodiac signs in order for you to get your completed message. Okay? So even if you go based on your sun, that's completely fine. You know, you can still get a roundabout advice from it and be like, okay, I get it. You know, it relates and you out. If you want a deeper, more like, okay, I see where this is going, right? And only you know. Okay, I'm just here to pick up on the energies and go with it. So definitely ask a question. It could be about anything. I don't care. It's not my business. You know what I mean? It's not my business. So ask a question, whatever it is, and I'm going to pull a card for you. Sun, moon, ascendant, or whatever zodiac sign. So like I said, you want a deeper understanding or realization of the question that you're asking, then definitely do all 3 readings. And how you can do that is by looking into your natal chart, which you can Google it, or you can look onto some sites and see which ones are more accurate, because it's 2022, so a lot more things is out there than it was, you know, 10 years ago, 12 years ago, 20 years ago, you know? So definitely look for some advice on which one is the best one to go with. I do not sponsor anybody, so I ain't gonna really shout out nobody. It's 2022, right? So, but definitely look into it. And if you really want to know which ones I usually go by, you know, just comment below and I'll put the link in and you can go from there. Some of them are being or have been shut down, and all kind of backhand things is going on to a lot of these websites that was kicking that no, you know, that knowledge, you know. And when I mean no, not the N-O, but the no to know, you know. Gemini, air. All right, so let's get on into it. Ask a question. I'm gonna pull it by zodiac sign. So once again, if you're a Libra, you know, listen to the Libras. Ask that question. If you have a Gemini moon, you might want to listen to that. And if you have, like, I don't know, an Aquarius rising, you might want to listen to that. All right, let's get started. What's around Sun, Moon, and Ascendant Capricorns? This is your tarot card advice card reading for Taurus season. So you asked a question already. This is your answer, the King of Cups. So Capricorns, with great power comes great responsibility, period. So you've been getting a lot of royal cards coming out. So we already know Cappy's the goats. We already know, your stature. We already know your status in life. And for those Cappies who are being very diplomatic, very balanced, very fair, you know what I mean? Shout out to y'all, because y'all don't have to be. But shout out to y'all for doing the work to maintain, because you understand with this power, you can do a lot of things. It can hurt a lot of people or it can help a lot of people. You know, some things you have to dig deep to figure out that answer. But you got it. That's why you get these throne cards, because you have it within you. All right. Yeah. And you've listened. You listened. I said, yeah, use more compassion. You are using some more humanly compassion, and it is flowing. You know what I mean? At the same time, I want you to control the tides. All right, because that face is not. That face is looking like, okay, say one more thing. Say one more thing. Say one more thing, and watch me pick up this whole entire throne, okay? And do what it gotta do with it. So your moodiness can kind of take hold of you, and it can affect other people around you that's in your circumference. So, get out of your feelings about these things. Start even with yourself. Start with yourself. What is bothering you? Have some compassion with yourself first. Be like, okay, self, you know what I'm talking about? And really have that communication open with yourself to check yourself. Because once you start to have compassion for yourself, then it will automatically come out. You don't have to try. Because, it's kind of like exercise to feel. It's like, oh, that's like, you gotta try sometimes when things just don't come naturally. But when you work within yourself, it will automatically fall into place, and it won't be standing on sand, or unsolid ground. It is coming from a true, authentic space. So get yourself there when you feel like you're getting out of control, because with I don't know what power you have, but you got some power here. When you feel yourself maybe becoming manipulative, as I said in the last one of the other readings, the moon reading, when you're becoming manipulated, then you have to check yourself on that, because a lot of the times it has to do with you. Okay, so control that. And other than that, you're doing wonderful. For all the Caps who's just like, I'm just moody all day, every day. I ain't doing. I ain't. That's why I ain't. That's exactly why. So of course you're gonna get totally opposite of what I just said. Totally opposite what I just said. Okay, so because your mind is not in the right place in the first place, like your emotions is not in the place in the first. It's all over the place. Like it's just chaotic, to the point where you are just being manipulated at the core. And guess what's gonna happen? Well, what goes around comes around, right? Taurus season, you planting these type of seeds. Don't get mad. Don't be hating on people when it's done. Don't say nothing. Don't say a thing. But for those of you who are in that diplomatic mode, and I'm not talking about diplomatic the way this world is talking about diplomatic. I'm talking about the way it's supposed to be, the original point of it. Okay, so let's look at the dichotomy. Let's look at different angles and perspectives of others. Then, okay, it's like somebody controlling a corporation. You can't just be doing stuff just to be doing stuff. You got to think about everybody who has a position in that company, down to the janitor. And you don't shout out to janitors. Janitors be getting 6 figures. So y'all women out there that's hating on janitors and talking about, oh, you a janitor? All right, whatever. Okay. All right. Because you want to find somebody that's, got this and got that and got that, and talk about the whatever status is high power, some kind of whatever royal status is considered, whatever country you are, certain positions hold certain to it, right? Can get you into doors and get you, free stuff, and get you blogged out, liked up, followed up, right? But really and if you need to look at the other video about that, I think I'll just look at all the Capricorns, just do them all in a row, and you see what I'm talking about. So keep going, and if you need help, look at Libra. Look at Libra real quick. Just jump a couple signs, and how to have that balance, how to still function, have a kingdom that functions, but not get so emotional where you make messed up decisions, and not be so much in your head. where you're making messed up decisions. Okay? You gotta balance it out. Have a good day and night, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants for this Taurus season.